We're here by popular demand answering the golden question: how do I bypass entry-level IT and land a job straight into security? Let's get into it. Disclaimer, I personally landed an entry-level IT role before becoming a security analyst, so all of my advice is secondhand. I know folks who have bypassed help desk and landed the coveted red team positions and advanced blue team roles. So having spoken with them, here's what I can recommend if that's the path you want to aim for. Okay, so you're working at a disadvantage. Let's do a subjective explanation of how you're working at a disadvantage. I'm going to label how many points I think parts of my resume are worth here. I had 1 year of help desk experience. Let's say 75 points. CompTIA Triad, we'll give that 30 points. Blue Team Level 1, maybe another 20 points. Books and podcasts, let's say 10, slightly above average intelligence. We'll give that another 10. That kind of helps out in life. Practice interviewing. This one's probably worth 20. Being good at interviewing, it might even be worth more. Good at interviewing is a key skill. I had an unfair advantage in that my hiring manager, when I was in help desk, became the cybersecurity manager, and then because he liked me and knew my work ethic, he hired me. So we're going to put that as 50. I also had an unrelated college degree. We'll give that 10, right? It's just like a box I checked. English degrees don't really go far. So let's say that's a total of, maybe my math's right, I was an English teacher, so get what you get here. 225 points. By the way, we're doing this in Paint because that's how you know we're serious. We're doing it in Paint. So the question remains, if you want to skip this, how do you get to this number of points? And another part is you need to figure out your unfair advantage, right? I had an unfair advantage. So you need to make up somewhere between 75 and 50 points. This video is going to be dedicated to all of the different things you can do to make that up. Because you got to know, everyone else, they're doing this. They're getting their CompTIA Triad. They're getting another certification. They're also doing podcasts. They're also, above average intelligence. They're also going to practice interviewing and craft great resumes. Maybe they also have degrees. So you can't count on doing these other things because the people you're competing against are also going to have that. So let's jump straight into what additional things you can do to get ahead. If you are willing to start off on the blue team, entry level, making about $60,000 a year with companies like Verizon or Arctic Wolf, companies that have an in-house SOC or provide SOC services that need to operate 24/7, 365, you can perhaps get your start here because they're going to generally be the off shift. But you'll notice they'll say 1+ years of help desk or whatever are a plus. But they are not required because it's very, very difficult to get people to jump into these roles with maybe a Panama shift or the graveyard shift. So if you're willing to make that your competitive advantage, right, when you are willing to work in the day, you can definitely get your start and bypass help desk or entry-level IT. You can jump straight into a 100K plus red team role. I know 2 people who landed offensive roles without a college degree and without doing entry-level IT. How did they do it? They was criminals. Black hat hackers for hire doing shady things in their youth, and they did this for years. They made a lot of bad choices, but got lucky enough to get on the straight and narrow before it was too late. In their case, they had 5 to 10 years of experience and serious skill to back it up. Alright, good for them. You don't want to wait that long or do illegal shit. So now what? There is a legitimate path here. You need skills. Let's talk about certs, CTFs, and networking. Most candidates trying to go red team will have the OSCP. So you're currently a bank teller and you go get the OSCP, good for you. It's not going to be enough, probably, because all of the other candidates are going to get this certification as well. You need to go compete in a big time CTF, DEF CON, Black Hat, and get your name out there. If you want to go straight into red team, look, they are not going to train you on the job, how to do the job. You need to be able to do the job. That's why they are willing to pay $100,000 or more off the bat. You need skill and you need to demonstrate it. And the way to do that is by participating in high-profile war games. Okay, Yes, there is another way. By building a massive following on social media. If you can get a bunch of subscribers by showcasing your knowledge and skill, then yes, you can probably also land a big time job. Look, I didn't say it was going to be easy. You need to make up those 75 points. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. If you apply to 20 open positions a week, every week, for a year, that would be over 1,000 applications. Your odds of landing your dream job are in proportion to how much you apply. You can boost your chances with certs, projects, networking, resume optimization, interviewing practice, but at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. If you applied to 50 jobs a week, that's 2,500 applications in a year, dramatically increasing your chances. Applying to more jobs is just another way to make up those missing points. Find your unfair advantage. Do you have extra money? Get a cyber degree and extra certifications. Extra time? Apply to more jobs, do more projects, network with more people. Mensa level intelligence? Outsmart the competition by crushing a CTF. What makes you unique? How are you different in a better way? Capitalize on that quality. Apart from the luck of my manager promoting me, I was also an English teacher who worked harder than anyone else. Working harder proved my worth, and being a teacher taught me skills that most IT folks either don't have or don't want to use. Talking to people, putting myself out there. Everyone has an unfair advantage. You have an unfair advantage. You just need to find what it is and go for it. And this concludes the series on how to land a job in cybersecurity. I'll make additional follow-up videos based on your questions. So ask away. Either here or in the previous videos, let me know what you want to know more about. If you've enjoyed the series, I hope I've earned your sub, and a thumbs up would be awesome. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you in the next one.